water's edge. All my sins, they are forgiven. I'm not waiting till I'm dead to live in joy. Yeah, I'm gonna live in joy. Gonna live in joy, joy, joy. Gonna live in joy. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Earth below and sky above. I'm not waiting to get to heaven. Share my joy, oh, give my love, I'm gonna share my joy. Yeah, I'm gonna share my joy. Gonna share my joy, joy, joy. Gonna share my joy. It don't matter where I ramble. It don't matter where I roam. For this joy is always with me, and this love is my home. Oh, what joy! Oh, oh, what joy! Oh, what joy, joy, joy! Oh, what 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 joy!
Begin this meditation by getting into a relaxing position, either seated or lying down. And just trust what your body most desires from you now, whichever position that may be. Adjust your spine so that it feels tall and straight, and just allow your hands to fall gently and easily by your sides. And whenever you're ready, just gently close your eyes. Take a slow, long, deep breath in counting to 5, and take a slow, long, deep breath out, again counting to 5. In this meditation, we'll be focusing on the theme of your life purpose on your twin flame journey. As you focus on your life purpose within your twin flame union, just focus on its true, divine meaning, to express your gift and to express your love. Take some moments simply feeling into that and really understanding what that is. Your life purpose is your God-given creation, your expression and way of being. You live from that place in unison and in perfect collaboration with your partner, your twin flame. Just feel that union and partnership with them in your heart now. They have been created to partner with you in every sense of the word. When you discover what your life purpose is and you share it with all, you are sharing it and your love with all. You're really loving God's child. Sharing that love allows you to know what you really are. Pure, divine love energy. And in the sharing of that love, you see total oneness with your Creator. Love itself. Take some moments for this real truth to sink in. Take as long as you need. You may even pause this meditation for a few moments if you feel called to. And just let the previous words enrapture you. And in your own time, as we begin to wind in this meditation, slowly bring your awareness back to where you are. And thank yourself for taking these few minutes to just be intentional and kind to yourself. As when you're kind and intentional with yourself, you are also kind and intentional to God and your twin flame. And when you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. Have a lovely day. Namaste.
Hi everyone, I'm Mina and I'm as always feeling super honored and happy to be able to serve with another card reading in today's Sunday service. And today I felt like doing something a little bit different. We're gonna pull one card from 3 different decks, and because I love to see how they work together. So the first card we're getting from the Loving Words from Jesus Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and I love the card that we got, which is this one. Ask and it shall be given you. And I love this card, to see Jesus so happy and so satisfied, so fulfilled to see the little boy here playing with the flower. And I feel like this goes very well with the message of the sermon today. I feel like what Michaela and Jose are talking about, the importance of the life purpose on the twin flame journey, and how it is a process of exploration. It's a journey of really getting to know yourself and the unique gift that you and your union are, and really allow yourself to explore that. And I feel like what this card is telling us is to really, I feel like, allow ourselves to that, like, to enjoy, I guess, the adventure or of learning who we are to the world, to God, and to our twin flame, and having fun with it. And whatever we don't have clarity or understanding, when we are still not realizing, what is what, I feel like God, through Jesus here in this card, is telling us, ask. You're not alone. Remember that you're not alone in this journey. You can always talk to your twin flame in your heart and to God in your heart, and ask the questions, and maybe ask God to show you how it feels to, be the divine version of yourself, and how it feels to enjoy the divine version of yourself, and how it feels to realize the divinity in you. And yeah, I feel like this card is also the energy that it gives me. It's the energy of satisfaction. Look for satisfaction. Find out what makes you happy, and explore, try different things, and follow your heart calling in order to do that. It's this message of really allowing your life to be fun and to be enjoyable. Beautiful. So the second card we're taking from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, super high vibes, by Rebecca Campbell. And the card that we got is Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And you can see here lots of like hands. This girl, like really woman, she's looking like a queen. I can see like the crown chakra very expansive, and you can see how aligned she is. And even though there's so many hands and things trying to take from her, she's exuding that confidence, that really center vibration. She's really standing up for herself and to, her alignment with God. So I feel like in this process of really exploring your life purpose and your purpose in your heart and the purpose of your union, it's important to really set very clear and refined boundaries. Really understand what are the things that serve you, that are life affirming, versus the things that are energy leaks. That's very important to really honor that and respect that, because as you do that, you're basically respecting your relationship with your divinity and your relationship with God and your twin flame. It's important to really get clear on what is what and stand your ground, really, I feel like resolve the energy leaks, be committed to your alignment and to living, like the first card, living your best life, and to really staying committed, being present in that relationship with divine, and that giving and receiving. It's important to really get clear on who you want to give to, what you want to give your energy to, and what really is not serving. So I feel like that's a beautiful card to help us really. I feel like a good way, is to feel into things, because a lot of times we ask ourselves, how do I know what serves me and what doesn't? And it's a very good way to do that is really feeling your feelings. It's very easy for you to perceive when something is giving you energy versus what is taking from you. So I feel like this is also an invitation to get clear on that, because that's going to be signaling and showing you where to go, where to flow your energy. And that's basically how that process of exploration and how that adventure would unfold for you. So that is beautiful. And then the third card we're getting from the Archangel Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. And the card that we got here to really wrap things up, it's Archangel Christine. Accept the Christ light. Act with wisdom and loving compassion. And I feel like they go very well, the cards, with each other, because it's I feel like this card, and you can see here she's holding it's a crystal ball basically, and I like how it's positioned in the center of her heart. She's really, I feel like with this energy, and again the crown chakra very activated, and you know, the wings of the angel. I feel like with this card is also telling you, is allowing you to really feel in your heart, feel that connection with God, really feel where the good feeling is taking you, and allow your light. I feel like this is also an invitation to allow your light, your purpose, the expression of who you really are authentically, spontaneously, to really flow and shine bright, because that's basically God satisfying himself through you. And I feel like here this card is also the three cards together, they're talking about how to really dissolve separation and be more in alignment to your divinity, the divinity in you, in your twin flame, and in everybody, really your brothers and sisters, by shining your light, by being you, not trying to compare yourself, not trying to control or manipulate the journey. Really allow yourself to kind of like, I feel like this joyful energy of like almost like being a kid, when you don't really think too much, you just go and feel like flow with your feelings and do what you feel called to. It's almost like this energy of being curious about life and allowing God to really flow spontaneously through you. So yeah, that's the message of today. Really an invitation to accept the Christ light in you and let your light shine bright like a diamond, and just be you, have fun. So yeah, this is all for today's card reading, and I hope you keep enjoying the sermon.
Hello everyone, I'm Manuela, and I have the privilege of introducing Jose and Michaela for today's Sunday sermon. The topic for today's Sunday sermon is life purpose and why that's so crucial and important to manifesting your harmonious twin flame union. So I would like to go into a bit of my journey and why this message speaks perfectly to me right now, and I'm sure to many people that are watching. I know for a long time, I just pondered on my life purpose instead of really going all in and just clearing the blocks that way, instead of just thinking about it and clearing the blocks. So a few weeks ago, I made the core choice to go all in with my life purpose and screw it, just do it, and really just letting go of like that initial resistance that comes up to really going all in with your life purpose. What I've noticed and what I've been told and taught many times is that once you really just go all in, like that initial resistance is gonna just melt away. So that's what I've been experiencing, and I feel like that's a really nice and beautiful thing, because it feels good and you feel more alive when you just, you kind of make it over that like that pushback that you're feeling to go all in with your life purpose. And this leads me to the lesson, a very beginning lesson in life purpose class by Jeff and Shaleia, where they mentioned just screw it, just do it. It does not have to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect to go all in with your life purpose. You don't need to be a master artist to make art. You grow into that. You don't need to be a master business person to start your business. You grow into that with experience. And same thing with any ability or talent or gift that you desire to cultivate. If it's in your heart and you desire to cultivate, just go all in, and with practice, presence, and love, you'll start to become very mastered at those activities. This leads me to another point where when I speak on the topic of life purpose with others, or I'm just like, oh, what do you want to do with your life? Like, what do you love to do? I've heard many people mention that like they go into this space where they feel like they're not good at anything or they have no special talents or abilities. And I always found that very silly, because obviously that's not true. You're a divine child of God, and you were created with like an array of like unique talents and abilities that are meant to be expressed through you, and only you can express them in that way. So I feel like that just leads me into the point where if you feel like you don't have any special talents or gifts, well, I would say go into your heart space and ask yourself, what are the certain activities that bring me deep levels of joy, lots and lots of joy, really. Because for me personally, I know for me it's like creating art specifically through photography, and that just so happens to bring me a lot of joy. So what God is showing me is this is one avenue of my life purpose, and yeah, it just feels really good. And I know in my experience, like when you first start, it's not really like for a result, really. It's just like a innocent joy that you feel in your heart, like a spark where you just pursue this activity because like it like brings you to life and it like makes your heart sing. And I remember when I first started sharing like on Instagram, my friends pushed me to do it back in 2018. And I remember just putting my whole heart into it. And even though I had like 10 followers, I still loved it so much. And I like loved the people that were like fans of my art. Even though I just had like 10 followers, like I put my whole heart and soul into every picture that I made, and even the captions, like every detail of it. Like I put my heart and soul into it. And I really loved it, you know? I felt like, wow, if one person, two, three people are feeling inspired by what I can create and share with the world, then that's enough for me because like I love to do this and these people love to like receive this gift that I'm sharing with the world. And that was enough, you know? And you grow into that, like I said, practice, like it takes practice and time and just like an innocent spark in your heart to really cultivate this gift, no matter like if you have like one follower for like a year or two, just like loving that one follower is enough, you know? So yeah, just really going into your heart and asking yourself, what are those activities that just like spark my heart and bring me lots of joy, like no matter what the results may be from it. This also leads me to the point, it reminds me of a life purpose class where Jeff and Shaleia speak of Da Vinci and how your life purpose doesn't have to just be one avenue, like it can be a whole array of things. For instance, Da Vinci became a master artist, and he also was like a master scientist as far as I'm aware. And I think that's amazing because like yeah, he didn't limit himself. He allowed himself to explore all the things that like sparked his heart, you know, and he did not allow yeah, he didn't put any limitations on himself. Like it's never too late to start, you know? Like you're never too old, you're never too young to start doing what you love to do and really putting your whole heart and soul into that activity because it's going to grow into a beautiful thing if you keep loving it and you keep being present with it and you keep like sharing this gift and loving those that like love you back in that space. It's going to grow into a very beautiful thing. So just be really patient and compassionate with yourself when you're discovering different aspects of your life purpose, because it's meant to be like enjoyable, like deep joy for everyone, you know? Like if your heart is calling to share this, then there's also like the consciousness that is asking for it to be received, which is also a point that is made in life purpose class. So I really hope y'all enjoyed that message, and I invite y'all to tithe to the Church of Union at unionism.org, and I will see y'all after the sermon. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Jose.
And I'm Michaela. Welcome back to the Church of Union Sunday Sermon. Please join us for our opening ohms and our opening prayer.
I am the only child of God, forever part of Him. I am created by Him in perfection, and there I always remain. My mind is my sanctuary, where I keep his holy creation sacred. I will only allow in his voice. I will only accept his word.
Today, I will hear the word of God. I surrender myself to his teachings through his divine channel. I will honor what he has spoken and accept it as his will. I will be obedient to his word, for this is my salvation. In Christ's name,
Amen.
So welcome back to another Church of Union Sunday sermon. Today we're going to talk about the importance of life purpose on your twin flame journey, and how life purpose and purpose is so essential to your union with your twin flame.
Yeah. So we're going to share some experiences and some healing about this area. And I guess I want to start with some realization that we have seen in the community recently, especially in our clients, in some of them. And
Not just recently, but
yeah, I mean in general, but it has been a topic that has been coming up recently, and we have been, that's the reason we are doing this sermon. And it's something that Jeff and Shaleia have been studying with us since the beginning, and it is how critical is to really choose to live your life purpose if you are in your twin flame journey, because this is a part of your spiritual life that is very important, and we see that sometimes it's a part that can be like forgotten about, like maybe you don't pay enough attention to it, or you don't understand the importance of it, but it is a very crucial component to your union.
and you and your twin flame are created. You have a soul blueprint, as you may know, as a student, as a unionist, that is very unique. You and your twin flame, and you were created for a very unique, specific purpose, and you're meant to be living and expressing that purpose, and that purpose is just who you are, and it's just your natural way of being. And when you get together with your twin flame, there's a lot of energy, and this is something that Jeff and Shaleia really teach very deeply throughout Twin Flame Ascension School and Life Purpose class. And it's the reason why Life Purpose class was created, is because your purpose is essential to having a healthy relationship with your twin flame. That when you get together with your twin flame, it's not enough just to be with them and just to have them around and be in a relationship, but like you're going to naturally want to channel all of that energy that's present into your purpose, and is meant to be expressed and shared. And something that stuck with me a lot was in Twin Flame Ascension School, Jeff and Shaleia really say that if you don't channel your energy into your purpose, like there's no point to be with your twin flame. There's a higher purpose and reason why you and your twin flame are together, and that's to love, to express your gift. And for a lot of twin flames now watching this, a lot of them, it's to share harmonious union with others, and every union is unique and has its own function, but that's so important, and it really it brings you and your twin flame closer together. It attracts them, it creates attraction in your relationship. And without it, you just basically fight because there's so much energy, and the energy needs to be channeled somewhere. I remember Jeff and Shaleia said that in a class, like you just fight all the time because there's all that energy, and something needs to be done with it. But when you use it in your union, you just skyrocket, because all of your energy is present. And it reminds me of how Jeff describes Harmonious Union in the Dreams Coming True course. He says, you and your twin flame are like two wings of one bird. And when you're in separation, you're just like a wing flapping around uselessly. Like you're not living to your fullest potential. And then when getting with your twin flame, getting together in Harmonious Union is flying, and you can actually tap into your highest potential and create real success.
I love that point, because if you don't have a purpose to do together, like I cannot imagine what to do with my time, really. Like, what are you doing with all of that energy, and especially with the gift that God is giving you of your twin flame? Yeah, this is something that Jeff and Shaleia really said, how to keep it, you must set it, right? It's not that you get your twin flame and then you go to a corner and enjoy it and forget about it and
Hide away.
hide away. It's not working like that. And yeah, if you receive a gift like Harmonious Union or something like that, the instant reaction is to set it, is to, okay, how can I improve others too, right? How can I share this with the world? And I think that's very beautiful, that you need to share it, because it's like, I think it's really how you learn more about it and how you go deeper with your union. It's like you start evolving in your life purpose, and it's when your life starts to become an adventure, like really fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, there is like a real partnership with your twin flame that you can go deeper with, and everything starts to move when you start with life purpose. For us, I remember when we came together, I guess a part of me at least was expecting you get there and so it's nice, and that's it. But we went straight into work. We went straight into figuring out our life, because yeah, we were together, we had Harmonious Union, but we realized, okay, there is all of these other parts that are not handled yet, and it's time to focus on them.
Yeah, it's important because your twin flame is an amplifier, and so whatever is within you when you're together is amplified. That's the positive and then the not so positive feelings. And for us, we were very much called to work on our finances and our foundation. And yeah, like if you don't have the right support in your life and you come together with your twin flame, it's like a fire is lit underneath you, it's very motivating. And but yeah, you're like, the reason why you're called to this journey and the reason why you're on this journey is for a higher purpose. There's a purpose, to help bring heaven on earth, however that looks. It doesn't mean that, like, not everyone will be a twin flame ascension coach, but you will be called to share the gift of harmonious union with the world in whatever way is perfect for you. And like Jeff and Shaleia say in the classes, like some people it's directly teaching it and sharing it with others. Some people it's just being and sharing and embodying that love with the people in your life. They use an example of like if you make, I don't know, toy horses or something, like whatever you're doing, whatever your purpose is, like it's meant to share God's love with the world, and you're meant to improve the world. And that's what you and your twin flame are meant to do together. And it doesn't always mean that you're going to do the exact same thing, but it means that you're going to be working as one, complementary to each other. And that's part of keeping it and expanding what you have is sharing it with others. And that's, one of the core principles of life purpose class is if you have joy and you want to expand and keep it, you give it, you give it to others, you share it, in a balanced way, in a way that feels good to you and brings you joy. And that is the way to expanding and growing your harmonious union forever.
Yeah, that is what it makes it so special to be with your twin flame, is that you are doing something that matters with it, right? And you are expanding it and really growing into it. Because when you are living your life purpose, you are really becoming the best version of yourself. And you might know, if you are following this teaching, that is very attractive to your twin flame, and that is why they are so magnetized to you, because you are fulfilled in yourself, you are satisfied with your life, you are happy, and that is something that your life purpose feels in you. It's that spot that is literally for you and God, living your life purpose. This is something that someone shared with me recently about how she was expecting to fill that gap with her twin flame, but it was actually her life purpose and relationship with God that filled that space into her heart. And I thought that was very beautiful and so true, because your twin flame won't feel that for you. You need to achieve it by yourself. You need to be satisfied in yourself, and that is your life purpose with them. Is to really become your best your best self, because your life purpose is going to be challenging you constantly, and that is a very good thing, that you are always growing into it. And I know for us, we are constantly working through things. We are constantly facing new challenges, new goals, new things in our life purpose, and it directly affects your union. It feels better and better and better every time we go deeper with our purpose. Every time we go to that next level, our union increases with it. And I think this is key, that you cannot have something in your life that is, like so good, you're investing all of your energy, and have another part of your life that is down here, like it's like out of dissonance. You cannot really avoid your purpose just to focus on your union, or vice versa. You must embody this as one, and that is how you're going to have the success that you really want. And yeah, because it's supposed to be together, there is no separation between them, and that's how it's supposed to be, is as one.
So in life purpose class, Jeff and Shaleia, and in Twin Flame Ascension School, Jeff and Shaleia always talk about how your purpose and your union are literally one, like you just said. They're two sides of the same coin. And for some people, you're called to focus more on your union first, and other people are called to focus on their life purpose. And for me, it was kind of both. Like it started out twin flame, and then I turned into more focus on my purpose, and then more twin flame, and then purpose, So I was always like focused on the same goal of harmonious union, but like I was developing my foundation too, like my finances, and focusing on my purpose was kind of my priority, like the last 6 months before we achieved harmonious union. And I was really focused on that. And it was really important, because that was what allowed me to like make the jump to like move, to countries, because I wouldn't have been able to before. So it's just really important to trust God and trust his guidance and his path for you, because he knows, he knows exactly what you need and exactly what you need to focus on. And it's true, when you're like living your purpose, you're expressing your passion and you're expressing your love and sharing it, and that's what fulfills you inside. And that is so magnetic to your twin flame. And once you come together, you'll naturally fit together, as one. And actually your twin flame will have like the lock to your door, like the lock to your key, which is something that Jeff and Shaleia always talk about. And for me, that was totally true too. Like my twin flame took my life purpose to the whole other level, like all of the work that I did to lay the foundation supported us, and then like us coming together just like rocket launched everything, and so yeah, like you have a purpose and you're created with a very unique design, and so it's safe to get to know that design and get to know who you are, get to know yourself and what you desire, and watch life purpose class, because it's gonna teach you how to embody that and how to create a lifestyle and a career, and build your life on what your purpose is. And that is so fulfilling, and it makes you very free. And there's nothing more fun than doing that with your twin flame. So it's just, it's safe to like start thinking about that if you don't know what your purpose is, or if you're still developing it. But it's not separate from you at all. And for us, whenever we have an issue in our purpose, we're like, where is this in our relationship, in our union? And so they're so intrinsically connected. And so it doesn't matter if you're guided more to focus on twin flame union first versus life purpose first, because they're going to take you to the same place.
Yeah. And I think also something very important here is something that I believed when I started, is don't wait for your twin flame to do this, your life purpose. Because I remember for me, when I found this work, I had like the first TIFAS classes and the LPC classes, and I was thinking...
The free ones?
Yeah, the free ones. Yeah. I was like, I won't touch the LPC ones until my twin flame, right? I was like holding them there, like only TIFAS, only focusing on the twin flame part. But I couldn't, really, like at the end I was like, okay, I need to go in. Literally in the first class, Jeff speaks about that, like how never wait for your twin flame. And that was very true for me, because I joined this community focusing only on the healing, the twin flame part. But a very beautiful experience I had and that is when I started to realize that my purpose was very important. Is when I got serious with my healing in my union, and I started to really listen to Tifas, really apply the lessons. And I noticed something very cool, that every time I went deeper with my spiritual practice and my spiritual work, when I made the choice, I also went deeper with this community, and my purpose appeared, kind of. I remember
that.
Huh?
I remember that.
Yeah. I remember I went to go deeper with my union, and then someone reached out, hey, you want to volunteer in the church? I was like, yeah, let's try that out, and I loved it. And after that, going deeper, I want to go deeper now. I want to heal my union even more.
And then we started being in meetings.
And then we started being in meetings together.
Group chats.
It works.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very cool how every time I chose to go deeper with my union, my life purpose was like, hey,
and then I was there.
come here, and she was there. So yeah, it's very magnetic and very, very cool. And yeah, it was very beautiful for me to realize that, yeah, God wants you to really give in that space, like really do. And when I started, I was like, I don't know how to do this. I was kind of like commenting in the groups, things, but I was like, okay, is it time to do things? And that was a crucial component of getting to know myself, of healing some blocks, and something that allowed my healing to lead to Harmonious Union. I could not have made it here without taking those steps. If I had resisted my purpose, it was crucial for me to surrender control on how things would look like for me, and accept that this God is calling me to do this now, I do this now. And yeah, it's time when it's time for you.
Yeah, and that actually reminds me of what Jeff and Shaleia say in one of the classes, that you don't really start getting real results in your union until you get really serious about sharing your union, you know, and like sharing this work and really embodying the teachings of union. Like I noticed that in all of the people that I work with and that I know and speak to on this journey, that when they really start to grasp what this work is, and they really start to embody it and want to share it with others, they start to receive results on their twin flame journey. Their twin flame starts to come closer to them because they're realizing and sharing this gift that God has given them, and they're starting to get it and have real gratitude and appreciation for it. And that is when results begin to happen, in my experience. And yeah, like it's when you start to really appreciate this gift of the teachings of union, that your twin flame starts to come around sometimes, you know, like that's really the key, is like appreciating God and all of the gifts that he's given to you and wanting to give that back. And that's really important for your twin flame journey.
Yeah, I think that's a crucial component, having gratitude for the teaching, for your gurus, for all the community that supports you, and all the people that you meet along the way. Because no one in Harmonious Union will tell you that they did it alone without support here. And yeah, that is for everyone, and it's very important to be grateful for that. Because I remember in one of the sermons, actually, it's the sermon about respect that Jeff and Shaleia made a while back. And I think they said how God is going to give you a gift, and he's going to wait to see what you do with that gift, to see if you really appreciate it or not. And if you really respect it, appreciate it, and love it, God is going to give you more, because you love what you have. And yeah, this teaching is that gift. Like, what do you do with it? Like, do you appreciate it? Do you treat it appropriately? Do you respect it? Do you really apply it in your life? And if you really do, you're going to find gratitude is normal, it's natural, it flows through you. And that love for the work is there, and that is the love for your union. That is all that is radiating to you from the teachings of union and this community. It's only that energy of union, of love. And that's why it's so related. Like, if you really see that, you see your union too, right? You relate in that area. So yeah, that is a very important component of Harmonious Union, is that healthy relationship with God, with your teachers, with your gurus, your community, and one is missing, I think.
The spiritual text.
Yeah, the spiritual text, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Well, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there anything more you want to say?
No, I think you covered it.
Perfect. So please join us for the closing prayer and the closing hymns. Father, I accept your word into my heart. I will honor your will in my life and will follow you without hesitation anywhere you ask. I know you guide me into your heart where I belong. I accept that you are everywhere and your teaching is in all things. God, I know you provide me clarity in this teaching of union, that I may be forever in union with you.
I accept that you are in me as you are in my brother. I will not deny my brother your word and will share your teaching with him in any way you ask and only as you ask. For when I share my salvation with him, I fully claim my salvation and return to you with him.
In Christ's name, Amen.
Speaking this prayer in your heart means you have accepted you are on the path of awakening to your true divine nature. This is what it means to be a unionist. Follow the teachings of union with God wherever you find them and purify your consciousness into perfect union with your Creator. Thank you so much for joining us today. We wish you a wonderful Sunday, and we will see you in the next sermon.
Thank you everyone for watching and being here with us. I really loved the sermon. It really inspired me to keep going all in with my own life purpose and really choosing to listen to the voice of God when He asks you to go all in with your life purpose. Some of my favorite points that were made was first when Jose and Michaela mentioned that when you're not in Harmonious Twin Flame Union, it's kind of like you're a bird only flapping one of your wings. So just imagine when you do come into Harmonious Twin Flame Union, you're gonna have the full expression of your being. So I feel like that's why it's important, like they were saying, to really cultivate that foundation with your life purpose now. So when you do come together with your twin flame, it's like you can really skyrocket in your life purpose. And I feel like it's gonna feel really good to have that foundation already built for your twin flame when y'all come together in Harmonious Twin Flame Union. Another part that I really loved was when they were saying that like a big part of your life purpose, if you're watching this, is most likely sharing the teachings of union. And like Michaela was saying, like not everyone is going to be an ascension coach, but you do have like your perfect way of sharing it. You know, even if you are your ascension coach, even if you are an ascension coach, you still have like your own unique way of sharing these teachings to the world. And I feel like it's only natural to want to share these teachings that Jeff and Shaleia gifted us because they have completely transformed our lives. So yeah, it's like only natural to just have that deep inspiration in your heart to really share it with the world. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find all previous sermons at unionism.org or on our YouTube channel. And also I invite you to tithe to the Church of Union so we can continue to spread this message to the world. On Facebook, we have a Unionism spiritual discussion group where a few unionists come together to further discuss the topic of every Sunday sermon. So I hope to see y'all there, and I really hope y'all enjoyed this sermon, and I hope y'all have a blessed Sunday. Thank you for watching.